What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm kind of nervous about, actually. I've already kind of started the process in debadging the truck, but now I want to take the fender flares off and the side molding. I'm not gonna lie, I am really nervous about this because I know that the fender flares, they hold a lot of dirt and salt, and over time that could rust, and so hopefully we don't have any rust. There appears to be some gaps within the fender flares. They're not quite flush with the truck, so hopefully that drains it. I don't know. But as you can see, guys, these are the fender flares I'll be taking off today. I'm going to do all around, and also going to be taking this side molding off today. So hopefully we can clean the truck up a little bit. It'll look a little bit nicer. Not going to lie, really nervous. See, here's what I'm talking about. There's sort of a little gap right there in all of these fender flares. So I am hoping that that drains the water. I don't know if there's adhesive behind there or what. So it's a 2005 truck, so these have, I guess, been on here since then. I don't know if there's been any paint correction, or if anyone's done anything to it, but I really don't know if these have been off quite that much, or if someone's washed them or what. I am very curious as what this looks like without the fender flares in person. I definitely want to get those off today because I just hate those things. They look bad and they fade over time. But yeah, so let's get started. I'll show you the tools that you need. Alright guys, so here's the tools that you're going to be needing for this project. I've got a heat gun from Harbor Freight, just this little tab puller that you can get at any auto parts store, a can of goof off, and yeah, microfiber. So hopefully with these few tools you can do it yourself. If you're trying to do this at home, I would recommend getting a heat gun. That's going to save you a lot of time. And if you don't have goof off, just use some sort of solvent. That'll break up that adhesive material and make it a little easier to get off. But yeah, so we're going to see how this turns out. I'm optimistic, but I really hope that there's no rust underneath those fender flares. So we'll see. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I've got the heat gun. I'm going to lightly heat this perimeter up on to where there's supposed to be adhesive. I know it's going to sound probably awful when this thing comes off, but I want it to come off as smooth as possible. Again, if you're doing this, don't bear down on the paint, because you could potentially burn it with this. Be mindful about it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started pulling these tabs off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 tabs holding these on, so fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. I really don't want rust under here. If so, it's gonna make me worry. The whole truck is pretty much, it's pretty clean. There's not really any surface rust anywhere. There's just a little bit on the cab corners, but it's pretty much a rust-free truck. So let's just get right into it. Enough talking. So for one side, we do not have any rust. That is awesome. Sweet. We are now going to move to the front side. I kind of have no choice but to take these off now because I've broken so many tabs, and the adhesive is kind of broke off a little bit. So 1 out of 4. So we're good on 1 out of 4. That's very good. I'm very surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised, but I'm just glad. I'm very glad on that one. But we still got 3 more to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. We're gonna skip ahead, and so we can get this going. Okay, guys. So I've got the front one off, and so that's what it looks like underneath there. And keep in mind, I try to keep this truck pretty clean, but luckily there's no rust. But do you see why you got to take these things off? Because that's what's underneath them. So you take them off, you take better care of your vehicle, looks better. It's an all-around win-win situation. So yeah, I'm super happy that there is no rust. We are definitely going to wash this later. So alright, on to the next side. Alright guys, so I have moved on to the iPhone. The camera, I don't have any more SD cards, but we're going to start on this. Unfortunately, I can't really give you a time lapse or me working in third person, but I'm going to take this off and then I'll just show you what it looks like afterwards. I think these come off pretty easy, so again, I'm just going to be using the heat gun. Works pretty good. So we'll take these off and see how they look. And in case you're wondering how I'm doing this, I'm just kind of going around the whole thing, going around the perimeter, just getting all the edges kind of warmed up so this thing kind of comes off easier. Yeah, so that's how I'm doing that. Alright guys, so that's what it looks like when you freshly take them off. The adhesive kind of distorts the way it looks without them on. It still kind of looks like they're on there, but you know, from this angle, there's no more. So, looks pretty good. Very pleased with how this is turning out. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and we'll be getting this thing ready to wash. I'm gonna get all that adhesive stuff off. Actually, I might wash it first, then get the adhesive off. I don't know. We'll see. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm actually quite pleased on how this turned out. I got it cleaned up, so I'm going to get the adhesive off right now. Okay, so this is what it looks like all cleaned up with just the adhesive on there. It does seem to look like the fender flare had rubbed into the paint right here. That bugs me a lot. You can actually feel it with your finger. Hopefully you can't really tell from a distance, but I mean, it's all right. I would definitely rather have that than rust, and also have those fender flares on there. I'm really glad I took them off, but yeah, I would rather have that little hiccup than, you know, have the whole truck need to be repainted and get a new bed for just those fender flares. So this part isn't too bad. You can see a little bit of grime right there. I'll get that off with a clay bar, so that won't be no problem. There's a little bit of dark brown residue. That'll come off with some goof off. This front one here turned out pretty good. Just got to get that little bit of adhesive off, so that one will not take too long. This one right here will take more time. It's not too bad, but I mean, it still turned out really well. I think they put on a new piece on this one. I want to say this door is painted. I can't really, you might be able to tell, but it looks like that was painted. And also this one, yeah, this one, same thing. It kind of rubbed into the paint right there. I'm kind of really disappointed about that, actually, because that's a lot more noticeable. But on the bright side, we are completely debadged. Just got the Duramax symbol up front. So I really like the look. I mean, compared to some trucks that are rusted out already, and when you buy them you have to do a lot of body work, it's not that bad. Like these little grooves right here, I can live with that. That is not bad at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the adhesive off. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I'll try to finish up this video today. If not, I'll continue it tomorrow. But hopefully I get it done. For you guys, it's gonna be really quick. But yeah, I'll try to take the heat gun and some of the goof off on there, or some solvent, and get that off, and we will see what it looks like after we are finished. So stay tuned, guys. Gotten all the adhesive off, and I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I think that just makes the whole truck look so different, and I love it. I love how that looks. The only problem I'm having is you can kind of see a faint line of where, see, like right there, I have a clay bar, and I'm gonna just take some soapy water and use that clay bar and get those contaminants off, and that should get rid of those lines, and should be seamless. So it's looking pretty good so far. I'm quite pleased with it, honestly. I think it looks amazing. View from the front side so far. So now I'm just working on this other side right here. Still got that to go. I've made my way right about there, so we're still working. I'll check in with you guys here in a minute. All right, guys, so finally got finished with the whole process. It did take longer than I expected. I knew getting that adhesive off would take a lot of time, but just kept doing it. I mean, the truck looks really nice. I think it cleaned it up really good. I'm really glad it's going to eliminate all that dirt that's going to be underneath there like you guys saw earlier. But I'm really happy with it. The truck is officially debadged, and you know, all the trim and flares and whatnot, that's all off. So I think it gives the truck a really nice look. The truck's really clean right now. So enough of me talking. I want you guys to see it. So enjoy. So I think that's going to wrap up today's video. I really had a fun time doing this and learning a few things on the way. I really hope you guys can give this thing a try. Give it a shot if you have fender flares on there. I know some people like fender flares, and I mean, me personally, I do like the way they look, but I'm really digging this look a lot. Plus, I mean, I just can't help but remember all that dirt that was underneath them, and you know, what could have been if I'd left it on there for a little while longer. I'm really pleased with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to see more truck videos. For me, the truck build's kind of more slower. I mean, obviously it's an expensive item. I do have some more dirt bike videos coming up. Part 3 of the build series of the RM250 will be going up soon. I've got parts on the way for that. But guys, if this is your first time stopping by, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this and of motocross if you're into that. I'd really appreciate it. If you like the video, go ahead and smash that like button. The Dirty Max is looking oh so good right now. Man, that's a good angle. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Later.